Okay, here we are with day 2 classwork, and I'm going to show you how to do two problems, one with the leg rule and one with the altitude rule. So let's take a look at number 1. Number 1, if I look at this, it's a right triangle, but it's turned unlike the way it's drawn here. All right, so here's my hypotenuse. Here's the altitude. I'm not given anything in terms of the legs. There's no information here. So that tells me, since I'm trying to find x, and x is the altitude, then I have to use the altitude rule. So that means I need part of the hypotenuse over the altitude equals the altitude over the other part. Remember, these two are always going to be the same with a geometric mean. So, coming back over, the part of the hypotenuse, we have part of it is 36. The whole thing is 100, so I need to figure out what that other part is because I will need that. So let's start with the part of the hypotenuse over the altitude, which is x, equals the altitude over the other part. Well, what does the other part equal? We need to figure it out. So it's 100 minus 36. So that gives me 64. So the other part is 64. And we write that in, since that's what the other part was. Now we can cross multiply. X squared equals 36 times 64. All right. Once we figure out what 36 times 64 is, we're going to take the square root of that. I'm going to let you finish that piece.